Pakistan has grown at a 5-year CAGR of 2.72%, whereas Sri Lanka's economy contracted by 0.83%. Pakistan came away relatively unscathed from the global pandemic, since Pakistan's economy contracted by only 0.48%, whereas the global economy contracted by 4% and Sri Lanka's economy contracted by 3.5%. Pakistan's overall external debt profile is relatively manageable. External debt to GDP is at 37%, however Sri Lanka's external debt reached over 60% of GDP. Pakistan's current account and trade imbalance is managed through a strong trend in worker remittances. Pakistan's average remittance growth has been 10.3% since 2018. Considering that, Sri Lanka relies on a combination of worker remittances and tourism flows, which have declined by 15% since 2018. While short-term improvement in fiscal year 21 was a consequence of quick but counterproductive measures. Pakistan's agricultural performance has remained robust with an active agri policy. Pakistan's agriculture has grown at an average of 3% since 2017, while Sri Lanka's focus on adoption of organic versus conventional fertilizers backfired. Pakistan's 5 major cash crops have all posted positive CAGRs of production since 2017. On the other hand, Sri Lanka was led to import over $450 million in just one key staple, rice. Sri Lanka turned from a net exporter across major crops to a net importer between the years 2021-2022. Despite global challenges, Pakistan's exports grew by 3.5% annually, maintaining import cover at 3 times. Any decline in import cover below 3 times has been short-lived and usually intertwined with an entry into IMF. Sri Lanka's export growth has averaged at 1% since 2017. Pakistan has strong diplomatic relations with countries such as Saudi Arabia, who aided us a $6 billion support package including deposit and oil facility, UAE, who lent us $2 billion in deposits, and China, whom we borrowed a $4 billion loan from. Unfortunately, Sri Lanka was not able to call on friendly countries for support packages to shore up their foreign exchange reserves. Pakistan's stakeholders share consensus of remaining within an IMF program. The government has requested an extension in length and size of the program. There is widespread public awareness regarding tough decisions that need to be taken to ensure Pakistan remains within the IMF fold. Sri Lankan authorities claimed the country was able to finance its outstanding debt, especially international sovereign bonds, through alternative channels, opting away from IMF support. Pakistan is widely expected to enter the IMF program post-Budget 22, which will bring much needed stability to the country's external position. Thank you for watching.